Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, August 9th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my heart, my responsibility. And we are drawing ever closer to the next eclipse energy. Today we've got a few interesting things. Hopefully it is a little less challenging than these energies have been. But definitely some important insight as we build into this eclipse energy. As we build into this eclipse energy, we're drawing closer to the energy of the yod that comes with. And today, the yod with the eclipse focuses on Pallas energy. Pallas energy, at its heart, represents patriarchal energy. And any issues we may have with it, any wounds we may have with it, any places we may carry it within ourselves. And let's be fair, I said this to a client today, and it's just something we all have to acknowledge. We've all been raised in a patriarchal society, which means we all have elements of patriarchal energy as part of our own personal structure. So we're building into this yod energy, and today Mercury and Pallas come together. So you may receive some insight, some understanding where you are carrying this energy within yourself. Now, very interesting. I got so much insight from clients today. I love what comes through in sessions. One of the things that we talked about with one of my clients today was, the structure of the world through this lifetime, this life that you're living. The structure of this world has been yang in nature. It has been yang directed, patriarchal directed, and right now we are all going through a major change of that. Whether you are aware of it or not, there is this wild yin influx. And so a lot of things that have that more yang energy may be falling apart. We may have to face the unknown around these things. Or even those of us who carry really strong yang energy may be falling apart a little bit at the seams right now, or really feeling the intensity of this. This is okay. This is, the crack is how the light gets through. The crack is how the light gets through. This is how the yin comes in. We want this to happen. What we need to consciously keep attuning to is the energy of the yin. Those of you who are lucky enough to be aligned with this energy, to understand what's going on, remember the spirit of the yin and keep working with that and keep connecting to the heart and keep just noticing where you carry that patriarchal within us or in yourself, because it's really easy to point those fingers, but the change happens when we bring that change into ourselves. So this is the work with Mercury meeting up with Pallas. This is the work, and my cards so reflect it. We will dig into those. Speaking of yang energy being in an interesting state, Mars, I am so in Mercury retrograde. Mars reaches 0 degrees today. 0 degrees energy. That is an energy of transformation. So it's 0 degrees in Aquarius. It is retrograding back into Capricorn, which is going to have a whole other energy for us to dig into when that happens. But for now, it reaches that 0. When Mars hits 0 degrees, you may remember this if you watch me a long time, anytime anything hits 0, we can kind of go, it's 0 point. You can kind of feel that nil. So even though Mars has been retrograde, kind of taking us aback when it comes to any energy levels, this may hit a new low. You may feel a little zombie. This plus dark of the moon, oh my gosh. If you are a zombie, take it easy. That is the wisdom of the yin, to listen to your body and nurture what it is that you are feeling and need in this moment. So if you are a zombie, don't eat brains. Just take a relaxation time, take some chill, and just realize with all this change, that's going to give your body a great time to acclimate to these energies and bring in the changes that are happening. We also have 2 inconjuncts today. Inconjuncts are always interesting because it's where the energies aren't quite seeing eye to eye, and that can always bring a little disruption within ourselves. The first inconjunct is Venus in conjunct Uranus. So Venus is in Libra, Uranus is in Taurus. Both are Venus-ruled energies. I'm like, am I saying something wrong? No. Yes, both are Venus ruled, or both are in Venus ruled signs. There we go. That's where I was wrong. I'm so retrograding right now in my head. Anyways, Venus and Uranus in Libra and Taurus. That's where the Venus is, the Venus ruled sign. So, Venus in Libra, the self-care. Where you may not see eye to eye is Uranus. Uranus and Taurus. It may actually bring up and show you those places where you fall out of that alignment because you're like, I got to get things done. I got to prove my worth. I have to produce. If I'm not producing, I'm not going to see results. I'm not going to have money. My life is going to fall apart. If you find yourself in that mode, you are in the Inconjunct, and that's an opportunity to shift. This is a call, again, for self-care. This is a call to know your worth. This is a call to respond according to that energy. So that's the first one. The next one, so interesting, Mercury in conjunct Neptune. So we have Mercury in Leo, in conjunct Neptune in Pisces. Now this is interesting because, wow, this is another thing that came up in my readings today. You know, Neptune represents spirituality. And that's one of the things. Religion is one of the biggest producers of patriarchal energy. There's a lot of rules in religion, and you do things this way, and you do things this way, and, you know, this is the rules we have, and this is how you do the things, and this is where you have to show up, and when you have to show up and do this prayer and kneel now, and that may be largely based on my Catholic upbringing. Oh, retrograde is really playing with my words tonight. However, there is a lot of times, a lot of patriarchal energy that is passed down in and through things that are meant to be of spirit. If it is of spirit, it is a connection to God universe, which means the only rule is that you listen to your soul, that you connect into spirit, spirit to spirit, soul to soul. You are the soul of the universe, and your name is love. Like, remembering that. So just tuning in to, like, any things within your own spirituality that may be still keeping you hooked into some patriarchal energy. That's a powerful way to break through. I am not a rule follower when it comes to religion. I love various pieces of many religions. People don't necessarily like that, but this is what has guided my heart, and there are connections that I have to these things that I can't explain, that are in me from long ago, and I trust them. You know, that's how to connect with spirit. So just noticing that. Oh my goodness, what else? Oh, moon in Cancer, bringing up the feels, moon in Cancer, wanting us to feel comfortable. You may not feel comfortable feeling the feels in and through this. Anything that's coming up is coming up for your benefit and is coming up to be felt, and therefore let go. Do not fight the energy. If you fight the energy, that may be, again, a piece of the patriarchy coming through you, holding you back from this way where you can fully embrace the experience of being you, which is an experience that involves feelings. Moon will then shift into Leo, drawing us closer to the third and final eclipse. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. We're almost done. Hey, and then we'll get new lessons. Moon in Leo. It wants to draw the fun. It wants to draw the love. It wants to draw the play, but there is shadow stuff going on. We are in the dark of the moon. Dark of the moon can bring up darkness within your spirit. You know, shadows that you've brushed under the rug. Inner child stuff may be up. Inner child stuff has been up for me. Hold your inner child. Be with your inner child. That moon is going to oppose Mars. Now remember, Mars is at that 0 point. So moon at 0, Mars at 0. Again, I'm getting this feeling of like you feel there are these shoulds that you have to do. Are those ingrained from when you're little? You know, how you wasted a day. How many of you have heard that? There is no such thing as a wasted day. If you need to rest, you need to rest. You know? So take care of those parts of yourself where those energies may come up. Let me show you my cards. All right, sharing. The world is going to take your hand and try to be like, this is important, and this is important, and this is important. And you take your hand back and you say, no, this is important. I never can remember who says that quote. But that's what this card reminds me of. What happens when you take your hand back and say, no, this is important? Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of this. Suppression, control, fighting. What we need to do is let go. These are all the old patriarchal energies, control right there in the center, that are coming up for us. It causes this deep suppression. But if we can take our hand and be like, this is important, you're going to beat right through that. Last little thing, I'm just going to try to keep this short. I guess I had a lot to say. Sensual awakening. Within the sacred temple of your body, your soul experiences the vast buffet of life made manifest. Your sensuality is a way for your soul to express appreciation, pleasure, joy. Your sensuality is much like your creative energy. It needs to be expressed regularly. Otherwise, it can become muffled under a fuzz of too much thinking. You are being called to experience your sensual nature. You're beautiful, vivid, striking, appealing. Allow your sensual appreciation for yourself and others to flow, and enjoy this unique experience of being a soul awakening in a body awakening. I love that. Being a soul awakening in a body awakening. I love that so much. It's all love. This oracle brings you guidance that your sensual nature needs to play and does not require an external lover to do so. Though that is one way, of course. It can be expressed through massage, creating art, spending time in nature, swimming, dancing mindfully, feeling the sun or air on your skin, drinking aromatic tea, or taking a bath. Play with what feels good for you and enjoy the indulgence. It will bring you renewed energy, and apart from that, it's fun. So, I think that's a very appropriate way to end this. Good luck working through this. I will be back tomorrow to prep us for the almost eclipse. And besides that, you can book a reading with me, mimiclark@gmail.com. You can check out Gaia Blooming. I'm not sure if it's up yet right now or not. The better it gets, and there is enough love in the world for you. Namaste.